Hey, welcome. This is Juno in Leo. Okay, so Leo is a fixed sign, which means it's very, very strong and sturdy. It's a fire sign, which means it's very creative and inspired and dramatic and full of light and life and wants to express itself, take action. In Leo, Juno is likely to be attracted to or attract others through a little drama, a lot of creativity, a little show, a little song and dance, possibly, maybe even a grand gesture. Leo loves theatrics, so one might be attracted to or attract others by that kind of style, right? That kind of ability to reveal oneself and be in the light to a certain degree. Now remember, this is one tiny piece and it's just an asteroid, so it doesn't mean that that's who you are. But in terms of commitment and relationship, that might be some aspect of yourself that's maybe mostly hidden, but like gets lived out in your committed partnerships. Leo's style is expressive, illuminating, lovable, demanding, dominating. Juno in Leo is exciting. It may find yourself attracted to folks that fancy themselves queenly or kingly, or like lovable class clowns, but need that kind of attention. Leos need affirmation. They need applause. They need love. They need to know that they're lovable. And when they don't get that, they can be quite sullen and withdrawn even. You don't want to make a Leo feel like their light isn't appreciated. So that might be a piece of the difficulty. With Juno and Leo, the difficulty can be that it has a hard time connecting to it on an intimate level if it needs the validation of an audience. That might be one piece that you might find about yourself or about the people that you attract or that you're attracted to. So again, Juno can kind of be both. Is it you, or is it the people that you're attracted to, or is it the relationship itself, or is it all of those things in different ways? So my example chart is Nicole Kidman. I had a hard time finding a Juno in Leo from my regular Rolodex of charts. But I think hers is for this one piece, as an interesting example, because, would you say that at least, I think both of Nicole Kidman's main committed relationship partners, Tom Cruise and the other one, what's his name? Anyways, that they are dramatic, and let's just go with Tom Cruise because that's the relationship that was more famous from and for, and the breakup and all of that. So, here's this guy who's very expressive and very dramatic and very charismatic and very, to some people, and very fancies himself the god of Scientology, and the kind of king of that whole domain. And that becomes the reason why they break up, apparently. And that there's seemed to be, when they broke up, this giant betrayal. Who knows what really goes on, but her story was that she thought that they were going to be together for the rest of their lives, and then he just kind of walked out one day, and then all of a sudden he was in love and in this big dramatic situation with Katie Holmes, and off and running, doing another kind of relationship with a lot of mania and hyper intensity, and seemed to be just very dramatic and for show. And also she's married one artist after the other. So there's that piece of the performer that she's attracted to. And the feeling of loss and betrayal is obviously there. And then of course she's got it next to Venus. And then she's also got Jupiter in the same sign. So there's this whole dynamic going on where it's tons of charisma and dynamism, and she's got the goddess of love and beauty, and then Juno, the queen of heaven, which is very beautiful and attractive, and then Jupiter, this big she's got the two benefics, Jupiter and Venus together. It's like it's hugging her midheaven. It's a very, very charmed career situation. And then Juno's there, and it's all rolled up in her relationships. I don't know if she would have been as famous if she didn't marry Tom Cruise. I think he got her, not that she's not talented, but I think that part of being with him was about getting some roles in movies. And I could be totally wrong about that, so forgive me if I am, but I think that's a part of it. And definitely she had that first relationship was a working relationship. They did movies together, and their careers were made more and bigger, that Jupiter is there, because of the status of the two of them together. So it seemed very showy and dramatic and all kinds of things. And because Jupiter is there, Jupiter is also about religion and can be very dogmatic. And again, how much ego was involved in that relationship and in her current one, and what does that do in terms of intimacy and ability to really know somebody and be known by somebody if it's all theatrics and drama. And again, I'm just totally projecting. I have no idea what it was really like on the inside, or who she is, or who he is, or who her other husband is. But just as an example chart from what we know, that's how it's been lived out in the public. So I hope that was helpful to some degree. Also, like, Juno and Leo needs like creative ways to tell people they love, or to be told that they're loved, or like Leo wants an expression of the love. And so the commitment needs to be expressive in some way. It needs to be known and shown. It's not quiet. Leo's definitely not quiet, but it's gorgeous and hilarious and charming and lovable and warm and engaging, and can burn a little bit if the heat's too high. All right, lots of love. Bye for now.